Can someone who receives the mark of the beast ever be saved? Is there any hope for those who fall under the Antichrist's influence during the tribulation? This is one of the most terrifying and urgent questions in the book of Revelation. And today, we'll explore what the Bible says about this critical issue. Now, the mark of the beast is first mentioned in Revelation 13:16-17, where it says that people will need to receive this mark if they want to buy or sell during the tribulation. Imagine the immense pressure. If you don't get the mark, you won't be able to obtain the basic essentials of life. For many, this decision will be a matter of survival. But what does accepting the mark truly mean? The mark isn't just a symbol for commerce. According to Revelation, it's much more than that. This mark is a sign of allegiance to the beast, an external, visible brand that declares someone's choice to worship the Antichrist. In Revelation 14:9-11, we are warned by a special angelic proclamation that those who take the mark are aligning themselves with the beast, and with that choice comes the wrath of God. So what does this mean for their salvation? Can those who take the mark of the beast ever be saved? Let's explore what the Bible reveals. In Revelation 14:9-11, we see a stark warning. It says, "If anyone worships the beast and its image and receives its mark on their forehead or on their hand, they will drink the wine of God's fury, which has been poured full strength into the cup of his wrath." This verse paints a bleak picture for those who choose to take the mark and worship the beast. God's wrath will be undiluted, and the consequences eternal. In ancient times, people would wear external marks or tattoos to show their loyalty to a god, a ruler, or even a military faction. The mark of the beast is no different. It's a public declaration, a brand of allegiance to the Antichrist. And throughout Revelation, the mark and worship are always linked together. There is no indication that anyone who takes the mark will not worship the beast. Revelation 24 speaks of the martyrs who die for their loyalty to Jesus Christ. They are specifically described as those who did not receive the mark of the beast or worship him. These martyrs remain faithful to the Lord, even at the cost of their lives, and are promised a place in God's kingdom. But those who take the mark are eternally aligning themselves with the beast and separating themselves from the grace of God. The Bible seems to make this point abundantly clear. Once someone chooses to take the mark of the beast, they are also choosing to worship him, and with that choice comes a tragic consequence. They will not experience salvation. The undiluted wrath of God, as seen in the bowl judgments of Revelation 16, will be poured out on the beast and his followers. The bowl judgments are terrifying events where God's anger is fully released on those who have aligned themselves with the beast. In Revelation 16:2, it says the first angel went and poured out his bowl on the land, and ugly, festering sores broke out on the people who had the mark of the beast and worshipped its image. There is no escaping the judgment for those who bear the mark. So, is there any hope for someone who has received the mark of the beast? The Bible leaves no room for a second chance for those who willingly take the mark. It's a final decision, one made under great pressure, but one that is willful nonetheless. Revelation shows us that taking the mark is not just about survival, but about who you choose to serve, God or the Antichrist. But there is hope for those who resist. Revelation 14:12 calls for patient endurance on the part of the people of God who keep his commands and remain faithful to Jesus. Yes, the pressure will be immense, but God's wrath against the beast and his followers is far greater than any hardship we may face on this earth. The eternal consequences of choosing the beast far outweigh the temporary struggles of resisting his mark. So, what should we take away from this? First, the choice to take the mark of the beast is a choice of allegiance. It's not just an economic decision, it's a spiritual one. And once that choice is made, the Bible makes it clear that salvation is no longer possible for those who have aligned themselves with the Antichrist. Let us remain faithful to the Lord, no matter the cost. In these uncertain times, the call to follow Christ is more important than ever. We must stand firm in our faith, knowing that our hope lies in him, and his salvation is